Alright guys, we've finished chapter 6. We're moving on to chapter 7. Chapter 7 is all about exponential rules. So today in this video we're going to talk about what can we do with exponents when we're multiplying or dividing. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the worksheet. Please make sure that you're following along on this worksheet. If there's not a printed copy, then go ahead and just write this in your notebook paper. Or if you want to do this on a CamiDoc and watch the video on your phone, then that's fine too. Okay, so multiplying powers with the same base. So let's just make sure we understand a couple things. So when I look at the problem x squared times x to the 7th, x is considered the base, okay? So if you have x to the power of a, this is the base, and the little number up top is the exponent. If you had something in front of this, it could be the coefficient. So say if you had like a 2 out in front of the x, that would be the coefficient. But we're really focusing on the base and the exponent. So remember those things. All right, write without exponents. So let's just make sure we understand what an exponent does. An exponent is repeat multiplication. So if you see x squared, that's the same thing as x times x. If you see x to the 7th, that's the same thing, but x times itself 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the problem that we have in A could be written as x times x times x times x times x all the way out to 7 times. All right, let's do the same thing with letter B. Let's write it out. So 2 squared is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2 to the 3rd, which is 2 times 2 times 2. All right, letter C, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 to the 1st. Well, that's just 1 3. So that is another representation of what an exponent is. All right, so now that we've looked at it at the expanded form, let's talk about its simplified form, or let's just put everything together with an exponent. All right, so the purpose of writing out the expanded form is so that we can see how this simplified form, what's going on when I simplify. So let's just see how many x's are being multiplied together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're having 9 x's multiplied together. And since we talked about exponents are really just repeat multiplication, I could write this as x to the 9th. Okay, let's look at letter B. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Well, that's the same thing as 2 to the 5th. Now, if I had that problem later on, I would go ahead and put that in my calculator and figure out what is 2 to the 5th. I can't do that with a variable. But with an actual integer, I could. But for right now, we're just trying to figure out what's the rule when I'm multiplying with the same base. 3 to the 3rd times 3 to the 1st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So 3 to the 4th. That's what's going on. And hopefully by now you have this rule. You've observed what the rule is. So what's the rule for multiplying exponents with the same base? Well, how does 2 and 7 make 9? How does 2 and 3 make 5? How does 3 and 1 make 4? You can add the exponents together. Okay, so the shortcut for when we are multiplying something with the same base, to simplify it down, you can add the exponents. All right, let's go down. And let's practice a couple of these. All right. So for right now, let's just worry about the exponents. If we see an integer, I won't worry about actually expanding that out. Although I will do it on the calculator just to tell you what it would be if I was to expand it. But looking at letter A, do we have the same base? Yes, we do. Our base is 12. Okay, we don't need the same exponents, just the same base. If we have the same base and I am multiplying, I can see this multiplication symbol in between the two. then the rule is to add the exponents. So 12 to the 4th times 12 to the 3rd could be simplified as 12 to the 7th. Now, later on, we'll actually figure out what is 12 to the 7th, which is a really big number. Looks like it is 35,831,808 using a calculator. But right now, I'm just practicing doing the exponent rule. All right, so you pause the video and try letter B, and then resume once you've answered it. Okay, 7 squared times 7 to the 3rd, same base, we can add the exponents, 7 to the 5th. All right, let's look at letter C together. Now in letter C, we have a couple other pieces that are in the problem. We've got this 3 in front and this 2 in front, but we still have a variable that we can apply the rule that we just learned about adding the exponents. So what do we do with these coefficients, these numbers in front? Well, the operation's in multiplication, so we are still going to multiply coefficients. So the 3 and the 2, them being coefficients and not exponents, they need to be multiplied. 3 times 2 makes 6. Okay? Now let's look at the variables. So we have y to the 4th times y. Remember, I've already looked at the 3 and the 2. They made 6. Y to the 4th times y. Well, if I'm multiplying the same base, I can add the exponents together. So that becomes y to the 5th. All right, you try letter D. Okay, 3 times 4 makes 12. X to the 4th times x to the 2nd makes x to the 6th. Let's move on. Let's go down to the next section. 4 to the 1/3 times 4 to the 2/3. Do we have the same base? Yes, we do. Let's put the base down and let's add the exponents. 1/3 plus 2/3 is 1. And 4 to the 1st is just 4. So I would have simplified it to that. Letter F. Let's take a look at the coefficients first. So we have a 5, a 1, and a 3. 5, remember the operations multiplication. 5 times 3 is 15. So we've looked at the coefficients. Now let's look at the variables. So x to the 4th times x to the 9th times x. And remember, if there's not a number as an exponent, that's really a 1. It's not a 0. It'd be a 1. So I'm doing 4 plus 9 plus 1. 4 plus 9 is 13 plus 1 is 14. So x to the 14th. Okay, if we have a negative exponent, we're still going to add because we are multiplying, right? So what is 8 plus negative 4? Well, that's 4. So 5 to the 4th. M to the 3rd, if there's not a symbol in between, it is still multiplication. So m to the 3rd times m to the 6th is m to the 9th. All right, that's how we multiply. Let's go down to the next side and see about see about dividing. Okay, for division, let's go ahead and start by writing it in its expanded form and then seeing what the pattern is. So 3 to the 4th is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then 3 squared is 3 times 3. 2 to the 5th. 5 2's over 2 squared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 x's divided by x to the 5th. All right, so why do I write it in expanded form? Well, when I am dividing, and I have the same thing in the top and bottom, we've learned in the past that we can reduce them out. So when I have a 3 in the top and a 3 in the bottom, 3 divided by 3 makes 1, right? So this is just 1. This is also just 1. They cancel out, they divide out, but really what's happening is they're simplifying down to 1. So what are we left with? Well, we're left with just 3 times 3. Okay, well, I could write that as 3 squared, right? Okay, let's look at letter B and do the same thing. So I've got a 2 that can reduce out with a 2, and same thing again, I got 2 of them that can reduce, so I'm left with 2 to the third. Okay, let's look at the variables now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are canceling out, leaving me with just x to the second. So what is the rule that you're observing here when you are dividing with the same base? Well, hopefully you're seeing that the way 4 and 2 can make it 2 is by subtracting. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 minus 5 is 2. So the rule is when you're dividing exponents with the same base, you can subtract the exponents. Subtract the exponents. All right, let's practice that rule down below. So letter A, I have the same base. The base is an x. The rule is to subtract the exponents when you're dividing. That's what we're doing. We're dividing. That's what a fraction means. So if I do x to the 5th divided by x to the 3rd, I'm getting x to the 5 minus 3, which is x to the 2nd. Okay, let's try letter B. We have the same base. The base is 3. We can subtract the exponents. 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, do we have the same base on letter C? Y and y. So yes, we do. So we can subtract the exponents. So we have y to the 4 minus 3 halves. Okay, well, if you want, you can use a calculator to do that. 4 is the same thing as 8 halves. 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is y to the 5 halves. Okay, letter D. Now look at letter D. I've got 2 sets of variables. I have my m's and my n's. So I'm going to focus on the m's first. If I'm looking at just the m's, I see a 4 and a 2, so I can subtract those and I get to the second. So m to the second, and then 3 minus 2 is n to the first. Now I don't have to put a 1 up there. Anytime you have just a variable, it's an understood power of 1. All right, let's go down to letter E. Okay, so we've got k's, and then we have that j that's up top, but that's not going to be able to simplify with anything because it's only the same variable. So k to the 6th, k to the 2nd, I'm going to divide those. The rule is to subtract the exponents. So I've got k to the 4th, and I still have j to the 3rd. All right, letter F. So I have d to the 7 halves divided by d to the 3rd, so I know I can subtract the exponents. So I need to figure out what's 7 halves minus 3. Once again, you can type that in your calculator. I know that 3 is the same thing as 6 halves. 7 halves minus 6 halves is 1 half. All right, letter G. Now we've got negative exponents, but don't let those confuse you. The rule is to subtract the exponents when you're dividing. We are dividing, so let's subtract the exponents. X to the negative 3rd minus negative 6. Well, we know when we're subtracting a negative, that means addition. So really, this is x to the negative 3rd plus 6, which is x to the 3rd. All right, last one. Now, look at these coefficients. Remember, with coefficients, you perform the operation that's specified. Well, this is division, right? So we need to divide the coefficients. What's 16 divided by 4? 4. And then now let's perform the rule that we've learned. X to the 5th divided by x to the 3rd subtracts the exponents, and we get x squared. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Now that I've completed everything on the worksheet, you need to go ahead and try the quizzes game to check how you're doing. Also, do not forget to upload a picture of this.